Hey guys, it's Sarah and I'm here with my March in and out. Now, I only bought one book this month, so I'm pretty proud of myself. I am getting rid of two, but I have a lot more to haul because I got quite a few review books this month and then one book was a gift. And then I will also tell you what I downloaded onto my Kindle. All right, I'm gonna start with the gift. This was a complete surprise and it still makes my heart just so happy. So I had started reading The Chemist by Stephanie Meyer a while ago and I got it from the library. I had it for 2 weeks, didn't start it, and then I tried to renew it, which was my fault, and then I couldn't renew it because someone had put a hold, so I had to take it back. So then I went to my second library that I have here in town and got it from there and started it, but then I couldn't renew it. So I wasn't able to finish it before I had to take it back. So I was getting a little frustrated because what I read I really enjoyed and I want to keep going. And then I got a message from one of my subscribers. Her name is Alana, and she said, I have a copy of this book. I've already read it. If you would like it, I'd be more than happy to send it to you. And I was like, what? So Alana, I love you so much. Thank you so much for doing that. So I absolutely took her up on this offer. So she went ahead and sent me The Chemist by Stephanie Meyer, which really just warmed my heart because this is not a cheap book, you guys. Like, this is a brand new, this is not cheap. And she wrote me this sweet little note on a Post-it. And I did send her something in return. So I didn't show it on a video to unhaul it before, but I sent her With Love from the Inside by Angela Purcell, which I had recently read and reviewed and really enjoyed. And she had actually posted a comment on that video saying that it sounded like something she would really enjoy and she was gonna keep a lookout for a copy. So I went ahead and sent her my copy. So we kind of did a little bit of a trade. She didn't ask for anything in return, but I absolutely was not going to just take this from her and then that's it. So I definitely sent her something in return. So this was kind of a one in, one out type thing for this one. We just kind of did an exchange. But now I have it and I'm very excited to get back to it. I don't know when that's going to happen because I have so much on my docket right now, but I'm very happy. So Alana, thank you so much. And thank you for your kindness and generosity. It really means the world to me. Okay, review books. I have 3 review books in physical copy that were sent to me this month. And the first one is Can't Buy Forever. This is by Susan LaFoon. This is one that is on my TBR for April. I plan to read it and review it. This has been out for a little while already, but she asked if I would consider, reading and reviewing it, and I said yes. This is pretty short. This takes place in the 1950s in New York, and it follows a young girl named Odessa who is I think her family situation is kind of changing on her, so she's trying to get used to that. And then she ends up forming a special bond with someone who's living in her aunt's attic. And they just kind of blossom from there and things start coming about. And so they find themselves in situations. So yeah, I'm very excited to read this. So thank you, Susan. The next review book that I got, which was sent to me from Penguin, which is Cork Dork, and this is written by Bianca Bosker. This is a nonfiction book about, I believe, a journalist who ends up quitting her incredibly safe job and decides to become a wine connoisseur. So I thought that was really a cool concept and I'm really interested in her story and what got her to that place. And I love wine. So maybe I can learn some tips and tricks in here too. But yeah, so I'm actually going to be reading this next. I'm really excited to get to it and I'm going to have a review and giveaway for this book when I post it, hopefully in the next 2 weeks. Okay guys, my last physical review book and probably my most exciting one is one that is on my most anticipated reads list this year of books that are coming out, and I was really wanting to see if I could get an ARC of it, and I ended up sending the publisher an email and kind of introducing myself and giving them all my information and why I want to read this book and blah blah blah. I wasn't expecting to hear back anything, honestly. Usually that's what happens. I send a lot of emails and I get a lot of non-responses. But this one, it took a couple weeks, but someone got back to me and said, I just put a copy in the mail for you today, and I flipped my lid. If you follow me on social media, you've seen this already, but oh, I'm so excited. So this is how it came packaged. How cute is this? It says break the window. Then on the inside is The Breakdown by B.A. Paris. I am so excited to read this, you guys. And this is an ARC copy. Like, this is an advanced reader's copy. Now, the date on this one has changed. It was supposed to come out June 20th, but they changed it to July 18th, so they pushed the release date back a little bit. But oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I read her psychological thriller Behind Closed Doors last year, and it was in my top 10 favorites of last year. So when I heard that she had another one coming out this year, I knew I wanted to get my hands on it and, you know, give it a read. She may become an author for me to be checking out all the time. So I'm really, really excited about this. This follows a very unreliable narrator. From what I'm understanding, the main character is very unreliable, and I think things are happening around here, and she's trying to decide, or trying to decipher, if she's the one causing these things to happen, or if it's someone else who she suspects, but it could be her. So I am really excited to read this. Like, I can't wait. I'm super, doesn't come out till July, but oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I have my hands on a copy of it, and I'm really happy I took that chance and sent that email and that they responded. So St. Martin's Press, thank you so much for sending me this book. Okay, and now I will go on to the one book that I bought myself. I actually just bought it this morning. It's something that I've been seeing at Walmart, and I pick it up every single time I'm there, but I never actually put it in the cart, and I don't know why. This book has actually been out for quite a long time. It's been a long time since this book has been out, and it's been one that I've been wanting to read because it's by one of my favorite authors. I just had never picked it up because I've heard mixed things about it. But regardless, I still want to read it, and I'll probably want to own it because she is one of my favorite authors. So I got The Casual Vacancy by J.K. Rowling. So again, this has been out for a very long time. This is probably her most criticized, I think, because this was the first book that came out after Harry Potter. So I think everyone was still like, you know, Harry Potter was still so new. So when she wrote something else, everyone was like, yay, this is not Harry Potter at all. And they kind of went a little psycho on her. And I think that's why she changed when she wrote her kind of like her crime mystery series that she has going on right now. She used a pseudonym because she didn't want that kind of stigma around all of her work, which I completely understand. So she wanted people to go into it, you know, not realizing it was her at first and giving it a chance before just like saying, oh, she wrote another book, I'm not going to read that because I hated The Casual Vacancy because it wasn't Harry Potter. Okay, so I am excited to read this. I've been wanting to read it for a very long time. I finally just got a copy of it. I really like this cover. I didn't like the original cover of it either, so that's probably another reason I didn't pick it up earlier. But I really do like this cover here, so I have it now. I can read it, and I'm excited to see what it's actually about because I don't really know. This actually is a miniseries, I think, too now, and I can't remember what HBO. It's an HBO miniseries. There we go. So I plan to read this and then watch the miniseries as well. So I'm excited about that. Okay, because I got The Casual Vacancy, I'm getting rid of 2 books, and these were pretty easy for me to unhaul. One of them definitely I was thinking about it anyway, and the other one I looked at and I was like, I'm okay getting rid of that one too. These are both faith-based books, and I've read them both, and I enjoyed them. They were pretty good. I won't read them again though, so I'm kind of in that spot where like, if I'm not going to reread a book or it wasn't like so amazing, then I'm not going to keep it. The first one is Shaken by Tim Tebow. And this one was an ARC copy that got sent to me, which was super awesome. I was actually part of the like launch team for this. And again, I liked it. I gave it 3 stars. It was pretty good. It jumped around a little bit too much for my taste personally, but it was good. I just don't ever plan to read it again. So I would like to go ahead and pass this on and hope that it inspires someone else. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this one on. And then the other one is Hope Unfolding, and this is by Becky Thompson. This is another faith book for mothers. Mainly it's kind of the focus is on being mothers and motherhood and all that good stuff. Again, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good, and I just won't read it again. So I'm hoping that if I pass it on, someone else can get some inspiration out of it. So I did really like both of these. I'm just, you know, I don't really necessarily need them on my shelves anymore. Now, these 2 in particular, and then I'm going to donate some more, but I literally just found out a few hours ago that there is a free little library that has just popped up in our town, and I'm so excited about this. And I've been wondering why there wasn't one here since we don't have a bookstore. So our bookstore is Goodwill or Walmart. And I've always thought it would be so nice to have something like that, but never thought to actually do it myself. But there is a local family here who just had one go up right in front of their house. They recently lost a family member who was a big lover of books, and so they did that in his honor. I just read a newspaper article about it, and once I saw it, I was like, oh, I'm so excited. And a lot of books that they have in there are based around faith, and so I am going to definitely take these over there and put them in there. And then I'm going to go through my huge box of books that I still need to go take to the donation. But I'm probably like maybe even going to knock on their door and say, I have 2 full boxes of books. Do you want them? Because I know that it's hard to keep something like that stocked, especially if, some people come and they take some books and then they don't give any in return, which is what you're supposed to do. But, not everyone is able to do that. So I know that they probably will need some donations, for books. So I'm going to probably end up taking them 2 full boxes of books here next week. But I'm super duper excited about that. So that's it. That is my in and out. No, it's not. I have Kindle books. See, I always forget about the Kindle books. I don't know why. Because they're not physically right in front of my face. All right, so I did download a few things onto my Kindle here. Some of them are from NetGalley, and then some of them were just like from deal sites and stuff that I have gotten. I actually just got one about an hour ago from NetGalley, and that is called Sing Unburied Sing, and this is by Jesmyn Ward. Jesmyn Ward wrote a book that won the National Book Award quite a while ago. I think it was called These Savage Bones, or Salvage the Bones. Salvage the Bones, I think. I haven't read that book, but I want to. It's actually kind of the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina, which Jesmyn was actually affected by. So, and that won the National Book Award. So I just got approved for that on NetGalley for her new one, for Sing Unburied Sing. So I'm really excited to see what that's all about. The next one is The Widow by Fiona Barton. And this is a psychological thriller that's been getting a lot of buzz lately. And I haven't heard anyone reading it quite yet, but I'm kind of like seeing it everywhere right now. So I'm excited to give that one a try. And I got that for $1.99, I think. It was like a BookBub daily deal or something. Okay, another one from NetGalley. I actually received from the publisher. They emailed me and just sent me the link to go ahead and download it. Like they didn't even ask, or I didn't ask. They just said, hey, you read this book that you seem to really like, so why don't you try this one here? And I was like, okay. This one is called Once in Lourdes. Is it Lourdes or Lourdes? Something like that. By Sharon Salwitz. And I believe this follows a group of friends in the 1960s who kind of make a pact, and it really kind of changes the courses of all their lives. That's what I'm getting from the synopsis. So I'm going to go ahead and say thank you to the publisher for that. I also got the newest release from Lindsay Sands from her Argento vampire series, which is called Immortal Unchained. And this is a vampire series I have been reading for so long, a very long time. I don't know what number book this is in the series. It's in the 20s though. Like that's how long this book series is. And I have read all except I think the last 4. So I'm 4 books behind because this one just came out, and there's another one coming out later this year. I think she usually puts out like 2 a year in this vampire series. Now, these are my guilty pleasure reads. These are not amazing books. These are not like beautifully written and so deep and, moving. They're vampires, and there's lots of sexy time in them. And that's why I love them. Definitely guilty pleasure, definitely just like would get me out of a reading slump very easily. And, just when I need something like that, they're always there for me and they're always good. And I'm 4 books behind now. So I probably need to pick that up again soon. And that's it. So those are all the books that I have accumulated over the month of March. Only one was purchased physically. And then I did buy one of those Kindle books. The other ones were all from NetGalley. And no, 2 were purchased. Sorry, the vampire one was purchased as well. And that's it. So lots and lots of review books for me this month, which was super awesome. And I'm really incredibly grateful for that. And then I'm going to go ahead and donate 2 books plus 2 boxes of books to the free little library that just popped up. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please let me know if you guys have bought any books this month. Were there any new releases that came out this month that you were super excited about? Anything that you got rid of? When's the last time you did an unhaul? Think about it. It's spring cleaning time, guys. And I will go ahead and talk to you later. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.